Just when we thought the landscape of WWE couldn't get any more volatile. Boom. Everything has changed again. Roman Reigns, the undisputed tribal chief, has finally returned to the WWE after months of silence. But here's the kicker, he didn't come alone. Oh no, Roman Reigns has brought with him a 7-foot-Samoan wrecking machine, Hicolio. And trust me, this isn't just some enforcer. This is war. A calculated strike aimed directly at Seth Rollins and Solo Sikoa's new version of the bloodline. The message is clear, Roman is back to reclaim his throne. And from Seth Rollins, to Solo Sikoa, to the entire WWE locker room, everyone is absolutely terrified. Buckle in, wrestling fans, because we're about to dive into what could be the beginning of a brand new era in WWE. Let's break it all down. The calm before the storm. The last time we saw Roman Reigns, it was, well, let's just say, it wasn't a good night for the tribal chief. WrestleMania 41 was a disaster for Roman's reign. After holding the undisputed WWE Championship for over 3 years, Roman Reigns was dethroned by none other than Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare himself. Roman was left humiliated. For the first time in what felt like forever, he had no answers. The tribal empire came crumbling down, and just like that, the WWE Universe was left in suspense. The King of SmackDown disappeared into the shadows, no Instagram posts, no cryptic tweets, no updates. Absolutely nothing. As Roman went radio silent, the landscape of WWE continued to shift without him. And in the void left behind, Solo Sikoa tried to step up. But here's the thing, folks, Solo thought he could step into Roman's shoes and lead the bloodline in his absence. What he didn't realize is that there is only one tribal chief, and it isn't Solo. Solo, eager to hold on to the power that came with being a part of the most dominant faction in WWE history, started making moves of his own. He tried to reform the bloodline, bringing in his brothers, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, to create a new version of the group. He even went as far as turning his back on Paul Heyman, who, let's face it, had been the backbone of Roman's empire. But Solo forgot one crucial thing, you don't replace a tribal chief. Roman Reigns wasn't finished. He was simply plotting his return. And now? Well, now he's back. But this time, he's brought something far more terrifying than anyone could have imagined. The return of the tribal chief. The lights go out. A heartbeat sound echoes in the arena as the crowd waits in anticipation. The unmistakable music hits. It's finally happening. The tribal chief is back. But when Roman Reigns steps out from the shadows, he's not alone. This isn't a return that fans expected, it's a statement. Enter Hiculeo. For those unfamiliar, let me introduce you to the Samoan wrecking machine known as Hiculeo. Standing at 7 feet tall, this powerhouse is not someone to be taken lightly. If Solo Sikoa was the enforcer of the bloodline, then Hiculeo is the hammer. And with Roman by his side, this isn't just a power move, it's an invasion. Roman Reigns and Hiculeo stand side by side in the ring, staring down the WWE Universe. Together, Roman and Hiculeo have sent a message loud and clear, the bloodline is far from over. It's evolving. It's growing. And it's coming for the throat of anyone who dares stand in their way. Roman versus Solo, a fight for the soul of the bloodline. Now, let's talk about Solo Sikoa. Solo, who thought he could build a new empire in Roman's absence, now finds himself in a fight for his survival. Because Roman isn't going to let anyone take his spot at the head of the table, and Solo, for all his efforts, never had the full power that Roman commanded. Roman's return with Hiculeo is not just a physical attack, it's a psychological one. This is a strike against Solo's new version of the bloodline. This is a message that no matter how much Solo tries to reinvent history, he can't replace Roman. And let's not forget about Paul Heyman, the wise man. He has been the strategic mind behind Roman's success for years. With Solo turning his back on Heyman, it's only a matter of time before Roman reclaims not just his title, but the respect of the locker room. The impact on Seth Rollins and the championship. But wait, there's more to this story. You see, while Solo's bloodline was busy rising, Seth Rollins was climbing the ranks, claiming the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Rollins has been a fighting champion, but he's also been an outspoken critic of Roman's reign. Now, with Roman's return, the target on Seth's back just got bigger. Seth has made it clear he's not afraid of Roman. He's even called out the tribal chief in front of the WWE Universe, claiming that Roman's time is over. But I think we all know better. Seth may be the champion now, but there's a storm brewing on the horizon. And this storm goes by the name of Roman Reigns. He's back, and with Hiculeo at his side, Seth's title reign may be coming to an end sooner than he thinks. What does this mean for the rest of the locker room? Now, the entire WWE locker room has to take notice. When Roman Reigns and Hiculeo walk into an arena, the entire atmosphere changes. The fear, the respect, the inevitability of their dominance, no one is safe. Solo Sikoa, Seth Rollins, the Usos, even legends like Randy Orton, every single person in that locker room is now on edge. And with the power and influence that Roman commands, you better believe everyone is wondering, who will be the first to challenge the tribal chief's authority? And who will be smart enough to stay out of his way? The new era begins. Roman Reigns and Hiculeo are sending a message to the entire WWE universe. The bloodline has evolved. It's bigger. It's stronger. And it's coming for everyone. This isn't just a return. This is a declaration of war. Roman Reigns is back to reclaim his throne, and with Hiculeo by his side, there is no one who can stand in his way. This is the beginning of a new era in WWE, a reign that could last longer than anyone ever imagined. So, wrestling fans, buckle up. This is going to be one wild ride. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on Roman Reigns' warpath and the new chapter in the Bloodline's legacy. The tribal chief has returned. Are you ready for what's next? The Bloodline Civil War. Let's not dance around it. This is shaping up to be a full-blown civil war within the Bloodline. For years, Roman Reigns led with an iron fist, unifying his family under one powerful banner. But now, we've got two rival empires. Solo Sikoa's rebellious new faction and the return of the original king with backup that could tilt the balance in a heartbeat. The question on everyone's mind, who will the rest of the Anoa'i dynasty choose to follow? Who is the true heir to the table? Jimmy Uso. MIA since his brutal beatdown at the hands of Solo. Jey Uso. On Raw, distancing himself from the family drama, but for how long? Jacob Fatu. Will this powerhouse debut and pick a side? We're looking at an all-out family war, and that's dangerous when the most powerful family in wrestling history is the one imploding. Who is Hiculeo, really? WWE fans who don't know Hiculeo are about to get an education. This man is no rookie. A product of the Bullet Club and NJPW's hardest-hitting style, Hiculeo is the real deal. At 7 feet tall, with the explosiveness of a cruiserweight and the rage of a Samoan war god, Hiculeo is the ultimate weapon. And who is his father? Haku. The man that even legends like The Undertaker and Ric Flair call the toughest wrestler alive. So now imagine Hiculeo's bloodline, the power of Haku. The legacy of the Anoa'i dynasty. The tutelage of Roman Reigns. Let that sink in. Seth Rollins isn't backing down. Seth Rollins, clip. If Roman Reigns thinks he can waltz back in here, hide behind a giant, and scare me off, he's got another thing coming. I didn't build this era to hand it back to someone who vanished the second he lost. Seth's not just trying to protect his title. He's trying to protect this new era, an era of fighting champions, not protected kings. But Rollins knows better than anyone, if Roman wants something, he doesn't ask. He takes. And now, the threat isn't just Roman, it's the entire rebirth of the bloodline, bigger and badder than ever. The Cody Rhodes factor. Flashback to Cody defeating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41. Cut to Cody looking over his shoulder backstage. Oh, and by the way, where's Cody Rhodes in all this? You better believe Cody is watching. He finally finished his story, but the sequel might be about survival. Because if Roman's bringing Hiculeo in as an enforcer, then Cody's title reign might not be safe either. And if Roman plans to come after both Seth's world title and Cody's undisputed title? Well folks, we might be heading toward a collision that could shake the foundation of WWE. Where is Paul Heyman's loyalty? Then there's Paul Heyman. For years, he called Roman Reigns his tribal chief. He orchestrated strategies, manipulated opponents, and laid the groundwork for the most dominant reign in modern WWE history. But Solo Sikoa cast him aside like yesterday's garbage. Now Roman's back. Does Heyman realign with the man he once served loyally? Or does he see Solo's aggression and ambition as the future of WWE? And let's not forget, Heyman is a survivor. He goes where the power is. What's next? Next week on SmackDown, Roman Reigns returns in the ring. We've just received word. Roman Reigns will speak on SmackDown next week. But don't expect a humble return. No, this will be the next step in a hostile takeover. Seth Rollins is demanding answers. Solo Sikoa is furious. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa are ready for war. And the WWE Universe? They're holding their breath. The pieces are moving. The blood is boiling. And the war for control over the bloodline, the championships, and the very soul of WWE is just beginning. Possible dream matches and feuds. Let's take a second and dream big. Because Roman's return opens the door to some truly epic encounters. Roman Reigns vs. Seth Rollins, unfinished business that's been simmering for over a decade. Roman Reigns vs. Cody Rhodes 2, the rematch that fans have been begging for. Roman Reigns vs. Solo Sikoa, a civil war battle for bloodline supremacy. Hikuleo vs. Brock Lesnar, power meets power in a destructive clash. The Bloodline vs. The Judgment Day, faction warfare at its highest level. This isn't just hype. These are real possibilities. And WWE knows that we're watching every move like hawks. Fan reactions, WWE Universe speaks. Fan tweets and reactions flash on screen. At Tribal Reigns, Roman is back and he brought a giant with him. The locker room is not ready. At Sikoa Bloodline, Solo bout to learn real quick, you can't out-tribal the tribal chief. At Hiculeo 4 champ, Hicolio already feels like a future WWE champion. This dude is massive. WWE fans are electrified, stunned, and hooked. This isn't just a return, it's a reset. And what happens over the next few weeks could define the next decade of professional wrestling. Roman Reigns has returned. Not to beg for forgiveness. Not to rebuild what he lost. No. He's here to take back everything, and more. And with Hiculeo at his side, the destruction has only just begun. This is the rebirth of the bloodline. This is the new era. And he finally finished his story, but the sequel might be about survival. Every shocking because twist, if Roman's bringing Hiculeo as this story explodes then Cody's title reign might not be safe either. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if Roman plans to come after both Seth's world title what might be the most important chapter in WWE history. Well folks, we might be heading toward a collision that could shake the foundation of WWE. The tribal chief is back. Where is Paul Heyman's loyalty? He's not asking. Then there's Paul Heyman.